right there. Hi guys, how we doing? Welcome to Literary Gladiators. I'm Charlie Galizia, and I am the musical coordinator on this show. I hope you liked my last video. This is my third individual video. I appreciate, whatever you want to add. Feel free to add content to our show, especially for me. Let me know what I could do better, what I was good at, stuff like that. So, anyway, right now I'm going to do a lyrical analysis of a song. It was an Italian love song. Dusty Springfield wrote it, and it's called, it's named "You Don't Have to Say You Love Me." It's a beautiful song. When I know I've heard it before, and there's many versions of it, but I like personally the Elvis Presley version, and I will get to you on that a little later. But a little bit about Dusty Springfield. She was brought up, Irish Catholic, very, very, very proper, whatnot. But she became a tomboy. I wouldn't say tomboy, but she was a character. And when I mean character, I mean that in a she was like outspoken at the time. This is I think the 50s, late 50s. No, I don't know. 1966. Thank you, memory, for serving me correctly. I did not eat my Wheaties today, folks. Anyway, but beautiful voice, and she passed away about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, and it's sad. It was sad, but she really can sing. She can really sing, and she had a lot of one-hit wonders. One of them is, well, this one actually took a lot. It took a lot of takes, they call it, for something like that. When you're watching your show, it's not filmed all at once. It's done in takes. So you may not know that, but now if you don't, you do. If you already knew it, you could say, "Knew it, dummy." Still, it took her about 40-something takes, to my knowledge. I will have the source where I got all this information for you. I will have that posted as soon as I have it available, because stupid me, printer is not working. And what else is new? It's out of ink. It's okay. It got me through college. That's all I care about. But I have the lyrics, and she's the one who wrote it. And apparently it made the, when she finally came out with it, the studio manager was brought to tears. So, it's a short song. It's, and it's really, if you heard the song, you'll obviously know what it's about. But here's my take on it. I think and it can be also sung from the female and the male perspectives. It doesn't really matter, because there's no he or she in there. It's just a certain person. And I'm not going to go through all the lyrics, because that would just be silly. And I'm not going to sing either, because I can't sing. I'm sorry, I can't sing. But the refrain is, you don't have to say you love me, just be close at hand. You don't have to say stay forever. I will understand. Believe me. I can't help but love you. And then, that's the refrain. And that's very basic, but it's also, it says so much by saying so little. I don't know how to express that to you. I say passive aggressive, because the refrain I just told you is, you don't have to say you love me. So it's whoever's saying this is probably screwed up big time, or it's a stereotype for men. I don't know, but still, honey, really, this is how I would interpret it. To Elvis Presley, I have it on the CD. I just got this. It was on sale at Walmart for $5, and it skips real nicely, so I'm glad. But this is Elvis, An Afternoon in the Garden. I got this at Walmart, and but it's got all of his favorite hits on here, all of his classic hits. Suspicious Minds is on here. I love that one. But the Dusty Springfield version, just on a side note, has more of a better intro. with the horns. It's more expressive. Like I said, this is a love song. We're expressing our love to someone who we've probably offended, hurt, betrayed, whatever the case may be. And like I said, male, female perspective, it works either way. And I would know that, believe it or not. I was in choir in high school, so it does work. We have done songs like that where we had to do role reversal. And I'm saying passive-aggressive because when the second line in the refrain is just be close at hand, but you don't have to stay forever, and then I will understand. So, I will post lyrics as well. I will I'll actually, you know what I'll do? I will put up a few links. I'll have, I'm not too good with the computer, but I will have some links up with Dusty Springfield, and also the Elvis Presley version. And you can tell me, which one do you like the best? Which one do you think has more effect on you, a profound effect on you? Let me know. Talk to me. I'm a musical director. Let me know. Going back with the Reaganon stuff since season 1, do you remember that? Not gonna still. But you're probably saying to yourself, why is he saying passive aggressive? It speaks for itself. Well, you don't have to say you love me, honey. You don't have to say it. You don't have to be, I want you close at hand. I want you near me. I want you beside me, going through this. But you don't have to say you love me, which is, when I say I love you to someone, I mean it. I'm not like, love you. Now, if I'm mad at somebody, I'll be like, love you. Still, this song is, it's a sad song, a sad love song. But I think it's started, I think it was used in an Italian opera. I could be wrong on that. I will look into that a little more. Like I said, I will post more information, and I'll put the 2 versions I like the best. One from Elvis Presley and one from the original, Dusty Springfield. I can't help but love you, but believe me, I'll never tie you down. That's the refrain in the first part. More about origin of the song. Written by Pino Donaggio. He was, and it was co-wrote it with Vito Palacini. I'm probably, butchering the names a little bit, but those are the 2 who wrote the song. And the team partner was Jody Miller. It took Dusty Springfield a long time because she heard it and she started to cry. And this is according to, I think, Wikipedia right now. I don't trust Wikipedia that much, but hey, a lot of people can go on there. I'm not saying don't use Wikipedia for academic work, but for something like this when you want to look something up real quick, or, and you have a working knowledge of it. But still. And apparently she started crying, and she wanted to know what the lyrics were because it was sung in Italian. She was Irish Catholic, so, and as I said earlier, it took her about 40 so takes, maybe a little more, a little less. So it didn't come easy. Wishing and Hoping came out. That was one of her best hits. And what's the other song? Once you hear it, you can't stop singing it. I Only Want to Be With You. That, I think, came out in 1965, around the mid-60s when this stuff came out. This is when music, I think, was really, really on top. Really good. And again, with Elvis Presley, this is just one of the CDs that I have. Came out when he did it in 1970 at the International Vegas Hotel. And I think that's the name of it. It was a dinner show, the midnight show, what they called it. And he came out. He put his own spin on it. And I think the Elvis, for me, I like that one better. But still, that's neither here or there. Number 4 in the U.S. and number 1 in the UK with Dusty Springfield. But it's like I said, it's a beautiful song. I've never met anyone that has never said, "Oh, I don't like that song." Really? So I've never come across a person that doesn't like it. And I've mentioned several times passive aggressive. love is a strong thing. When two people marry, they're making a bond. Two hearts become one. Okay? I'm not a marriage counselor. I'm not a priest. I may have to enter if I don't find a good job someday, but still, all that aside, when you say I love you to someone, especially when I say it to my mom, my dad, my drum set, I mean it. I don't, and I'm sure you do too. When you say it to your kids, your wife, husband, whatever, your grandma, grandpa, you get the point. I tend to elaborate a little too much, so bear with me. But still, it's, and then when you're saying you don't have to say it, it's like, where has the love gone? The love is gone? I'm doing mostly right now a close reading of the refrain, so, but then just be close at hand. So, kind of like an oxymoron, I think, personally. Oh, you don't have to say you love me. Don't leave. No, but just stay close at hand. No. So it's like, can you make up your mind already, dude? Or that's how it would be probably interpreted. That's how I interpret it. Make up your mind. Leave or stay. I don't know. But when I said love is, when two hearts become one, this doesn't even have to be, I think in the perfect world, nothing like that would ever happen. No sadness, that would be the utopian society that we all wish we ever had. But I have a saying. A lot of you may not know this, but for those of you that do, I have OCD, obsessive cookie disorder. I'm obsessed with sweets. Yes, I do eat healthy, but I have a saying: sugar and sweets is God's little reminder that He still loves you. Okay? For those of you that don't like that saying, there's no hard feelings. For those of you that whatever, it's just my little saying. So He gave us a dystopian society, but He gave us sweets. He gave us the Reese's Cups. He gave us cookies and whatnot. Anyway, I'm going off again. Excuse me. Just getting over a little head cold. I'm fine. But still. And very last part of this, I can't help but love you, but believe me, I'll never tie you down. Anyway, mine's out of the gutter. When someone says, you don't have to leave me, and I'm not going to tie you down, you're giving that person the permission to leave. And by saying, I'm not going to tie you down, you're saying, you can go, but I still love you. This is what the singer is trying to say. I still love you to bits. Maybe like I said, maybe I screwed up somewhere or whatever, but if you leave me, it's basically going to be a make or break. If you leave me, I'm brokenhearted for the rest of my life. And in the very last couple lines is, after the refrain is cut short, it's, you don't have to say you love me, just be close at hand. You don't have to stay forever, I will understand. That's the refrain. And then it's believe me, believe me, believe me. So when you say believe me 3 times like that, and especially how it's expressed in the song, you're going to want to believe this person. They're speaking from their heart. They mean what they say. But paradox is what I wanted to say. A paradox. Shout out to Don Morris, because he made that phrase funny to remember. A paradox, a pair of pants, dress, stalkers. Okay, never mind. You're probably watching this and saying, you are really losing it, dude. He's also a drummer. And those sticks you gave me are all broken, by the way. But they worked. Anyway. Second verse, there's 2 verses really. The second verse mostly, I think, is more personal. Left alone with just a memory, life seems dead and so unreal. All that's left is loneliness, there's nothing left to feel. I will, again, like I said, post the lyrics and 2 versions of the songs I like. But right there, that's deep, man. That is real deep. I don't know. I don't know how that makes you feel. It makes me feel like, oh my God. Still, that's basically when you lose your loved one. You know what it's like, a heartache, and that's what the song is about. But anyway, that's my take on Dusty Springfield's "You Don't Have to Say You Love Me." I prefer Elvis. Of course, this one I got. It's live. It was done live. He did a lot of recordings live. and also I feel the instruments he used. Well, he played guitar, of course. We all know that, but still, the drums I think add a big. This is going to be the last thing I say, but I think the drums also add a big difference. At the time when Elvis was touring, he had his name was Ronald Tutt, or also known as Ronnie Tutt. He was a monster on those drums. He was really, really good, and he was double bass, two actual humongous bass drums, 24 inches, and that's the science of the drum, but still, and he was able to make just bring it to life, rhythm wise. And there's also many other artists that have to have their own spin. Okay? It's not, I could come up with my own version. It would probably stink, but still, yes, I am hard on myself, but still, it's up to you to decide what you think. It's all up to you. This is what I think. Still, I'm open. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully, when I do my 4th individual video, I won't be as congested. I'm sorry about that, but let me know what you think. Okay? So thank you for joining Literary Gladiators. Like, comment, subscribe. Say, hey, that kid with the drumsticks is a nut job. Or whatever, Please, critique our work. Let us know what you think. And for now, keep reading.